Aloe Socotrina. Generalities: it affects abdominal veins, causing congestion, relaxation of rectum, liver, colon, and pelvis. It establishes physiological equilibrium when disease and drug symptoms are much mixed. Periodic headache which alternates symptoms are much mixed. Periodic headache which alternate with lumbago. It is remedy for bad effects from sedentary life or habits. Adapted to weary people, aged, old beer drinkers. There is a sensation of fullness in the parts. Heavy, dragging, as of a load. Drawing, downward sensation. Discharges, gelatinous, post-nasal, stools etc. Sense of insecurity. General weakness and weariness. Heat external and internal. Children, much emotional, chat and laugh. Worse, heat, hot damp weather, summer. Early morning. After dysentery. Yawning or mastication. Stepping hard. Evening. After eating and drinking. Better. Cool open air. Cold application. Passing flatus. Closing eyes. Taking tea or stimulants. Mind. Dissatisfied and angry about himself. Disinclination to mental labor. Hates people. Repels everyone. Ill humor ugh. In cloudy weather, or with constipation. Thinks that she would die in a week. Life is a bourbon. Trembling from musical sounds and other noises. Imagines that persons are stepping hard or quickly. Head. Aches above forehead, with heaviness in eyes, must partially close them. Vertigo with a sense of insecurity. Head alternating with abdominal or lumbar symptoms. Amyl. Closing eyes. Heavy pressure on vertex. Clinking in as of some thin shivered glass, extending to ears. Eyes. Pain deep in orbit. Flickering, before the eyes. Closes eyes partially from pain in forehead. Ears. Cracking in, when chewing. Nose. Tip cold. Bleeding from the nose after awakening, in bed. Face. Lips nakedly red, dry, cracked, bleeding. Pain while yawning or chewing. Mouth. Taste bitter and sour. Tongue. Mouth dry. Throat. Hawking of thick lumps of jelly-like mucus. Raw and swollen feeling in stomach. Desire for juicy things, fruits, especially apples, salty food. Pain in pit, when making false step. Aversion to meat. Erectations, with oppressions in stomach. Hungry after stools. Abdomen. Feels full, heavy, hot, bloated. Pain from navel to rectum. Sensation of a plug between symphysis pubis and coccyx, with urging to stool. Heaviness, in hypogastrium, in rectum, dragging down in the abdomen. Prolapsus recti. Rumbling, gurgling in bowels, sudden urging, sense of insecurity, then hurriedly passes a gushing watery stool. Uncertain whether gas or stool will come. Diarrhea, with pain in the rectum after stool. Lymphatic. Anus weak, oozes mucus. Stools escapes with flatus or when urinating. Stools, mushy, lumpy, watery, gelatinous, bloody, solid stools passed involuntarily, urging to stools with passing flatus only. Piles, like a bunch of grapes, prolapsing amyl. Cold bathing. Burning and stitching in anus and rectum, from piles, preventing sleep. Stool and flatus hot. Burning in rectum. Pulsation in rectum after eating. The child goes around the house, dropping little hard round marble-like stools. Diarrhea, after eating oysters, in hot season, or of beer drinkers. A lot of mucus is passed, with pain in rectum, after stool. Lumpy, watery stools. Urinary, incontinence in aged. Prostate enlarged. Every time on passing urine, feeling as if thin stool would escape with it. Urine hot. Male. Sexual irritability, after eating, after awakening in children. Involuntary emissions during siesta. Female. Heavy congested uterus, with labor-like pains, felt in groins and hips. Standing and during menses. Climacteric hemorrhage. Menses too early and last too long. Leukorrhea of bloody mucus, preceded by colic. Dysentery, after parturition. Respiratory, winter cough with itching. Difficult respiration, with stitches, from liver to chest, cough, when she would sit down, standing, or stand up, after sitting, with tears. Neck and back. Lumbago alternating with headache and piles. Pain in sacrum while sitting, amyl. Moving about. Extremities, drawing pain in the joints. Lameness in all the limbs. Soles are painful when walking on the pavement. Sleep. Dreams of soiling himself. Fever. Internal heat. Complementary, sulfur. Related. Lilium tig, podophyllum, sepia, sulfur.